Time now for your forewarned weather.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Let's start this forecast off with a look at the conditions yesterday at the Black Desert Resort. This time lapse showing a little bit of cloud coverage, but they're just high base clouds, so a little bit on the thinner side, not carrying too much moisture. Take a look at this live view from Monument Valley. The sun just starting to rise. Gorgeous. Look at that. We got blues, reds, oranges, pinks even. Absolutely gorgeous sunrise. If you have any pictures of the sunrise, you can send it to us at weather@abc4.com, or you can do it through our ABC4 website under the weather tab. As we take a look at the satellite radar, you see a little bit of cloud coverage. You saw it there on our live webcam. And it is going to continue clearing on out as the cold front moves through. The backside of the cold front a little bit drier, but not that much colder, just a couple degrees. Right now, temperatures are in the 60s and 50s across most of the state, 44 degrees in Ely, 40s in the eastern portion of Nevada. We have some 70s in southern Utah, 77 for Hanksville and Lake Powell, and St. George at 79 degrees. Let's get you guys out the door by 9 o'clock. Temperatures are going to be in the 70s on the Wasatch Front, 86 degrees by noon, 94 at 5 p.m. Make sure you wear your sunscreen because the UV levels are going to be pretty high today. Future smoke shows we do have wildfire smoke coming in from not only the nefarious Dragon Bravo fire and the Monroe Canyon fire, but we have fires in Southern California now that are pushing smoke on a southwesterly wind into the state. As we get into the late morning hours, we're going to see it along I-70 in central Utah, as well as towards Moab, Green River, and into the West Desert. That'll continue lifting north. It won't reach us in northern Utah until right around after sunset. We'll pause this at 10 p.m. We get the thicker plumes of smoke in the Wasatch Front and the Wasatch Back, as well as the West Desert towards the late evening hours. But the Four Corners region, that's where we're going to see the thickest plumes of smoke. Settles down just a little bit overnight, but then it kicks right back up tomorrow, and we do see more smoke on deck for northern and southern Utah across the state. Now, fire conditions are critical, so we are going to continue seeing those fires grow and the smoke right along with it. This is going to be in effect until 9 p.m. Thursday, but I anticipate it's going to continue to be extended into Friday and maybe even beyond, so keep your eyes out for that. Wind gusts in the 35 to 40 mile an hour range and humidity as low as 5%. So we have very dry conditions and gusty winds. That's a bad combination overall. And unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot of moisture on the way. This is our future dew point, which you see here in red. That's the drier air. Dew point is just how much moisture the air is able to hold. And as we put this into motion, you're going to see those reds and oranges are not going anywhere. We don't have any green touching this state at all. It does start to take a step back as we get into the weekend and next week, but it is still going to be very dry. Our futurecast shows we don't have a whole lot going on, but we could get a little bit of a drizzle as we get into tomorrow morning. You see that there towards the southern and central mountains, and we could see it up towards the Uinta Basin as well and near the Utah-Colorado state line, but these are very, very small showers and probably won't even reach the ground for the most part. Going to be mostly just in the mountains. The regional forecast shows that today we're going to be right around average in the north, a couple degrees above it in the south. We could punch this in, break it down just a little bit more. Temperatures on the Wasatch Front will be in the low to mid 90s, 92 degrees in Brigham City, Evanston in Wyoming at 83 degrees, 87 for Rock Springs. Central Utah looking at hazy skies and temperatures in the 80s and 90s, 101 for Castledale, 102 for Green River. And then down in southern Utah, we have a mix of upper 80s, 90s, and 100s. 101 in Hanksville and 104 degrees for St. George. St. George stays in the mid-hundreds for the next little while. We do have smoke today into tomorrow, and it could last a little bit longer. We're going to keep our eye on that. Windy conditions by the midweek all the way to the end of the work week, and that's going to exacerbate the critical fire conditions. And temperatures are going to stay in the mid-triple digits for St. George. The Wasatch Front, we could hit triple digits on Thursday, maybe even Wednesday. Not everywhere, but I think a couple places could. We're going to get smoke late tonight and into tomorrow. Things cool back down a lot on Friday. We get partly cloudy skies Friday into Saturday before things start to warm back up as we get into your Monday. So overall, it's going to be dry and warm. I know you've heard it before, but be safe. We don't want any new fires starting.